Knight is out for blood against the mysterious villain known as Zodiac. But what he soon finds out is that when venturing the twilight world of New York City, the moon doesn't always pave a just path for heroes. Moon Knight issue number 7 is exactly the right mix of badassery, tinged with an uncertain craziness, wrapped in the Batman-esque manhunt for a killer with designs for our main hero. Moon Knight uses his reputation among the superstitious and cowardly lot of street-level criminals to beat and intimidate the answers out of every lead. When we are taken to the bar with no name, Moon Knight is depicted expertly using fear and intimidation to find his target, and every scene works against criminals whom are formidable and even those that are wildly stupid, like 8-Ball. He's a dumb fucking villain. On another level, the mystery surrounding Zodiac is done surprisingly well. The tiniest of hints are dropped as Spectre makes his way through each criminal to help build a history of where Zodiac has been and what he's been doing. I think what makes McKay's run so great is that some authors, they try and get into Moon Knight's head, and that's a problem because there's a lot of shit happening in that dude's head, and at times, not a lot of it makes sense. Typically, it's ambiguous by nature of the character. You know, is Khonshu real or is it all just made up in Mark's imagination? Therefore, having Mark see a psychiatrist was definitely a genius move, as it allows to dish out all the inner monologue across to the reader, without having to write a lot of awkward dialogue in places that just don't jive with the book structure. The art by Federico Sabatini here was fantastic, delivering a style that really plays off well with the story's humor. Plus, what also continues to stand out within this series is Rosenberg's use of highlight effects to give Moon Knight a moon-like glow that draws attention to him in every panel. It's little details like this that can make ideally simple into something incredible, and it really makes a difference. Overall, Moon Knight issue number 7 is a solid issue with a great sense of style about it. It delivers action, humor, and a mystery in a combination that makes it fun. It's a concept we've seen many times before, but it's done in such a way that it's hard to, not sit back and just enjoy the ride. Moon Knight issue number 7 gets a 9.5 out of 10. Our story picks up with Mr. Knight nonchalantly walking to the bar with no name, which of course is an underground bar filled to the brim with C to D tier supervillains. And like the badass that he is, Moon Knight addresses the villains and tells them that yes, I have always known about the existence of this shit stain of a bar, but never have I ever wanted anything from this place, or you, because you all suck. However, tonight's different. Therefore, let me remind you that, I'm not Spider-Man or the Punisher. They are opposite ends of the same costume spectrum. Know that I am Moon Knight, and I don't even know what I'm capable of. I'm like fucked up and insane. So, I don't know, roll the dice, man. It would be to your guys' best interest to give me what I want, and what I want is Zodiac. And this is where we pick up in Dr. Stern's office with Moon Knight telling her about Zodiac. And he tells her about Zodiac and that he doesn't know anyone who actually goes by that name. Not only that, but no one else knows anything either. Now, unfortunately, Moon Knight doesn't really have a lot of contacts at the moment, given the fact that he went crazy during the Age of Khonshu story with the Avengers. And seeing that he wasn't on the Avengers Hanukkah card list this past season, it's pretty obvious that he really can't go to the Avengers for help. Immediately, we pick up with Tigra in her apartment where she's talking with someone on the phone, and she's telling him about Zodiac and describing his appearance and MO. Basically, this scene is revealing the fact that Tigra is not here because she cares about Mark. Well, she does, but she's actually here so that she can report information to whoever she's talking to about Mark's status. Picking up with 8-Ball, leaving the bar with a no name, and walking into an empty alleyway. Just as he's trying to call someone, he is suddenly cornered by Reese and Greer, who question him if he's calling it a night early or did he hear something at the bar that scared the crap out of him. And that's when Moon Knight appears right behind 8-Ball, telling him that the two of them are going to have a little chat about Zodiac. But before they do, Reese notices a sigil that is made of blood on the side of a building within the alleyway. Spooky. Back in Dr. Stern's office, she puts forth a theory that perhaps Zodiac is a new villain. But Mark doesn't think so, because Zodiac is too good and way too confident. And he points out that when someone puts on a mask and starts hurting people, whether that be a villain or a hero, it takes time to adjust and to find your footing. But Zodiac showed none of that. Like, he went out all pro. And he tells her that Zodiac was pleasantly surprised and pleased that Moon Knight actually survived, with Zodiac remarking that Moon Knight had potential. Thus, Dr. Sternum asks if Zodiac is playing games, then what's the final prize? Switching back to Moon Knight, we see that he took 8-Ball to an old car yard where he is strung up in chains, dangling over a car shredder which is being operated by Soldier, proving to be ample motivation for anyone to reveal a name. Manslaughter Marsdale, a guy 8-Ball was playing poker with, who told 8-Ball that he was in a crew with Zodiac, was essentially the guy that 8-Ball was about to call before Moon Knight showed up in the alley. And so after scaring the shit out of 8-Ball and putting the fear of God in that stupid ball of a head, we check in over at Manslaughter Marsdale's hideout, where a fight breaks out between him and Moon Knight, and he sends Moon Knight crashing through a window, telling him that he can't beat anything out of him because he apparently doesn't feel pain, and that he owes his life to Zodiac and he would rather die than be a snitch. But Moon Knight beats him to the ground, telling him that even though he doesn't feel pain, it doesn't mean that he can't get a concussion. Thus, in a fit of rage, Manslaughter tells our hero that he's not a punk like the clown or the rest of the crew, because he's not a snitch. However, seemingly unaware, the villain actually gave our hero his next lead, that being the clown, which picks us up with Moon Knight and Tigra busting through Clown's place. Now inside, it's extremely dark, and there's a powerful stench coming from within. And it's here where the pair come across the Clown's headless corpse, with a note left by Zodiac written in blood, saying, "I missed you." Picking up with Greer in her apartment, we see that she's still reporting to someone about the events that transpired with the villains. Now at the end of the day, Greer doesn't feel great about spying on Mark, because even though she thinks Mark's dangerous, at the end of the day, he's still her friend. And in a shocking reveal, we learn that the person she's reporting to is Black Panther, for T'Challa is the one who is using Greer to keep tabs on Moon Knight, because at the end of the day, Mark Spector is too dangerous to be left unwatched. And it's here where we reach our epilogue, and we see Dr. Sternum returning home, only to be accosted by the appearance of Zodiac, who tells her that he's just worried about Mark, and that he's on the wrong path. Therefore, he is eager to coerce her and to bring in Moon Knight back on track. And that, folks, was the end of Moon Knight, issue number 7. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly means the world to me. And as always, I'm your majestic sayer over at SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button. And also hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 8? I'm interested to hear what you guys have to think. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace.